Hey y'all, Dirty Distaggio here, bringing to you some Castle Clash action on Boss 2. We did 45 million damage. Well, that's over the course of 2 nights. So yesterday, Tam1108 in Guild Dirty did 24 million, and he posted his video to the guild and kind of showed us how he was doing it, which is a pretty cool technique. And this is the fight where Tam does that damage, and you can see me on GodFuzzy here attempting to figure this out. I tried a lot of different things this night, and I just couldn't get it. Now normally I've been doing like 200 to 300,000 per cycle, and I have to do like a quadra-million cycles to even get in top 5, and man, that is just not fun when you're farming Boss 2. Of course, that's why you join a guild these days, is to farm the bosses and get some honor badges, which allows you to unlock your heroes, which allows you to progress in the game. IGG patched this morning and corrected or changed or fixed, or however you want to say it. At the end of the day, they made it so that you couldn't essentially run boss after boss after boss with yourself in the guild. So they kind of corrected that problem. So now you're basically stuck with your guild, having to get your guild going and getting up to boss 2, then over up to boss 3. So boss 2 has 80 million hit points now. Here, I'm just messing around. I'm trying to figure it out. There is no way for me to tell you exactly how to beat boss 2. Every player in Castle Clash has to beat each boss in a different way. You have to beat each boss based on the talents that you have on your heroes. For example, me, I have Berserk on Druid Champion, and I have Revite 4 on Atlantic Core, Revite 5 on Pumpkin Duke, and I don't know, probably Sprint 4 on Succubus. So for me, what I was sort of trying to do at the beginning of this battle was to drop in Thunder God, try to get a 1-second stun. Champion would be in the battle. Right after Thunder God's stun wore off, I would proc Champion stun. I get 3-second stun. If I didn't end battle at that point in time, my whole team would wipe, because boss 2 does an area of effect burst damage to everyone in the near him, which of course is all 5 of your heroes if they're all out. And I want to say he hits lighter, single target, lighter than boss 1. However, the AE is what gets most people. It's that AE that can wipe all 5 of your heroes real easy, making boss 2 really hard for a new guild. And so what I was trying to do is I was trying to get in Thunder God, right here, Thunder God, then Champion stun, and then, yes, AC. I kept losing Atlantic Core, constantly just losing Atlantic Core. Revive, gem, which I'm trying to save those gems for rolls. I did 9,000 gem rolls today. I'll show that in another video. I was trying to get it down. I just kept losing Atlantic Core. I could not figure out the cycle for me. Now the cycle that Tam uses is going to be a lot different than the cycle that I use, because we have different levels on our heroes, we have different talents on our heroes, we have different ranks in our skills of each hero. So I can't just tell you. All I can tell you is you need Champion, because Champion does a 3-second stun as his proc. So irregardless of what talent you have on him. So for me, I got Berserk on it. It got me to thinking here. My problem was I need to drop Champion right away to get that 3-second stun going, with Pumpkin Duke's fast attack speed and Druid kicking in those heals to keep my Champion up. My Champion's only level 80. I never wanted to unlock him. And then finally, I kind of figured out the pattern. Now for me, the pattern wasn't to drop Thunder God. So this whole battle, I pretty much used Thunder God and Champion there. And I mean, you can see here, I'm at 340, but every time I'm just, oh, look at that, I lost Atlantic Core right there, so I gotta revive. The boss is almost over. I gotta hop back in. Oh. And, you know, just try to get some damage in there. He's almost gone. It wasn't working. The whole key to the problem, Sans7 posted a video on this. You know, you don't he posted a video quite a while ago on Boss 2. And he recommended not to use Thunder God, because Thunder God kept throwing everything off. That 1 second stun will overwrite Champion's 3 second stun. Now, Tam's strategy here, Tam 1108, this is simultaneously the fight I was just doing on this boss where I got rank 5. But I mean, you saw how hard it was for me to get rank 5, top 5. I used tons of gems. Oh my lord, it sucked. And it just was not fun. I never really liked this boss, but today, after watching Tam's video, today I myself did, I think it's 21 million damage to boss 2. And here you can see Tam got his 3 minute a 3 minute attempt here. Oh, okay, yeah, and so he's kind of getting in the cycle here, but you can kind of see the cycle as it's coming. So he's going into the event, he's dropping Atlantic Core, and then he's dropping Pumpkin Duke Druid, and then Thunder God, and then he's waiting for the proc, and then boom, Champion comes down. So that's how he has to do it. That's his pattern. That's his cycle. That's not your cycle. That's not GodFuzzy's cycle. That's Tam's cycle. See, you know, people always say, "Oh, post a video, post a video. How did you do it, Tam? You're God. God, you're God." Really, I'm the one true God, but actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I'm just a demigod of the one true God, which is Digital Jenna. Okay, long story there. So yeah, Tam's pattern works for Tam. It might not work for you. It would work for you if you had these exact heroes. Now look at his hero levels. Here, Atlantic Core 115, Druid 125, Thunder God 120, I want to say, and it looks like Champion 100. Now my heroes are not this high. However, today, so this was last night's battle. You can see he's going 158, 57. Look at that. It's got a little stun train going. He has got Champion and Thunder God, the stun train of those two perfectly timed so they do not overwrite each other. That is how Tam is doing this, and it's a great way to do it. However, if you got Berserk on your heroes, and you got Pumpkin Duke kicking off that high attack rate, it is very easy for one of your heroes to be hitting just a little bit faster than the other. So let's say Thunder God faster than Champion, or vice versa. Well, what's going to happen eventually is Thunder God is going to overwrite Champion's stun and break the chain. And so that's what was happening to me. So what Tam is doing right here is not how I can beat Bust. It's not the way for me. It's not the way for me. It could be the way for you if you don't have Berserk on Thunder God or Champion. This is potentially the way for you, but you also need Atlantic Core and you need Druid. Now Succubus is, I'm not sure Succubus is required. Now I use Succubus because of that debuff that helps me keep my champion up, because guys, my champion's level 80. So I did 21 million damage today with a level 80 champion, and all my heroes are just over 100. And Succubus is 82. So I had 2 level 80 heroes and 3 level 100s destroying boss 2. I did 3 battles. 3 battles total to do 21 million damage without a single death, no gem revive. And how I got it to work, I will explain when my video comes up. But let's watch this. This whole 3 minutes coming up. Oh, this is just beautiful. I mean, yeah, we're not kicking out a lot of high DPS here, but this is kind of just constant. You're training 3 minutes, and that's your goal. Do 3 minutes. You did 10 million damage there. And so what I'm going to show you here is, now I didn't get video on this. I will get video on this later, but I just want to show you my heroes. These are just some still shots showing my first 3 minutes. This is the end of my first 3 minute chain. So I got 102 Druid, 5 seconds left, 80 Champion, 109 Pumpkin Duke, 100 Atlantic Core. And you can see I did 8.9 million damage on the first 3 minute battle. And then I did it again. Again, I had no deaths, no mess-ups, no anything. I just had faith in my heroes. You gotta have faith in your heroes. And then my 5th hero, of course, was Succubus. And so, for me, I'm gonna show my pattern in a video if I'm able to do Boss 2 tomorrow. But basically, I drop Atlantic Core. And then, so I did 8.7-ish million damage there. And then you can see I did 21.2 million damage, and I'll show you the video tomorrow. Here's again my heroes that I use, and it's a great chain that works for me, and you just gotta find what works for you. And once you do that, you'll be doing 20 million damage to boss 2. Please subscribe. Hey guys, and remember, keep it dirty, and as always, dirty up.